Good day, everybody. I am Aitana B. Lamamigo. So today we are now in Unit 10, which is the method, machine, materials, and manpower. And we will be discussing the product description and prototyping, which is our topic for today, with my colleagues Nicole Hikale and John A. Sarabia. Lesson 2: Product description and prototyping. Creating a product sketch. Business owners are always searching for ways to have an edge in competition. The creation of products with new and different characteristics always challenges entrepreneurs. Explaining what the products are and why it is worth purchasing is essential to customers. Product description. The product description is a declaration of information about a product. The purpose of creating a product description is to supply the customers with important information about the features of the product. Every business must have a quality product description for the best return of investment. Let me cite an example here, which I probably think all of you knows what's in the picture. And here, it is a Samsung. Samsung, as we all know, is a South Korean company that is one of the largest producers of electronic devices. Samsung specializes in the production of a wide variety of consumer and industry electronics, including appliances, digital media devices, semiconductors, memory chips, and integrated systems. It has become one of the most recognizable names in technology and produces about a fifth of South Korea's total exports. Product satisfying features. Product features are the characteristics of the product that describes its appearance and capabilities. Product features must be presented effectively to achieve business objectives. Nowadays, customers look for products that not only satisfy their need and want, but also to have other special attributes attached to the product. So now, we'll proceed to the product satisfying features. First is the design. Design can improve the marketability of the product through its appearance. A distinct design may differentiate the product from others in the market. Second is color. Color is an important consideration for products. The use of the right color combination is appealing to the customers. So I will not be explaining it anymore, besides it is understandable enough for you guys, so we'll proceed to the third feature, which is the product quality. Product quality is the collection of characteristics of a product that contribute to its ability to fulfill and meet the requirements of the end user. The product is in good quality if it is reliable and performs all its functions smoothly. Customers always come back when a product is good, even if the price is high. A quality product creates unshakable customer loyalty that generates increased leads. When customers find a product they trust, they return, make repeat purchases, and recommend the product or service to others. And lastly is the product warranty. Product warranty, it is a feature where the buyer is assured that the product being purchased meets the specifications stated in the product. This is why the term product liability became common in the business world. Defective and substandard products may result in customers' illness, injury, or accidents or caused by faulty and inadequate precautions in the product labels. Warranties are an important element of product planning because they help increase sales and profits. Customers often make purchasing decisions based on warranties. Warranties affect product planning because they help create extended product features to boost customer satisfaction. It must be remembered, however, that the product warranty serves two distinct purposes: to limit the manufacturer's liability that will exist if no written warranty were attached to the product, and to make it explicit for the consumer his remaining coverage and how to obtain it.
Guide in writing product description. To keep the product description consistent, the entrepreneur must follow the basic steps in creating an effective one. There are 6 steps in writing a product description. Number 1, define buyer persona. A buyer is an imaginary customer for whom they develop and sell the product. So a buyer persona is a detailed description of someone who represents your target audience. In other words, this is not a real customer but a fictional character only who embodies the characteristics of your potential or possible customers. Number 2, create a list of features and benefits. Before starting to write, list down all the features and specifications of the product and then convert them into benefits. It is a fact that feature is about the product while benefit it is an explanation of what the feature does for the customer. So when creating a product, you have to make sure that your product features are fantastic because it will reflect your benefits, and benefits are the reasons why customer buy the product or service. Number 3, define the tone of voice. The tone of voice may differentiate the business from its competitors. It gives the reader an impression of the business culture and personality. For example, rather than saying that the customer service is excellent, let the tone of the voice demonstrate that the staff is friendly, approachable, and interested in understanding the clients. Number 4, create a scannable format. People have short attention span. We cannot deny the fact that some of us read for about 16% of what's on the page. Product description need to capture that 16% in an effective way by making it scannable. The customer should be able to find the exact information he needs. Number 5, write the first draft. Once the entrepreneur already knows the buyer persona and already planned the content, writing the first draft is the next step. Check the list of features and benefits and rank them into a logical manner. The most important first and the least important on the last part, so that when a customer read your feature and benefit, the customer will tempt to buy your product. Writing draft is very helpful in it is because it can develop further ideas and chance to meld your thoughts. And lastly, edit the draft to boost persuasiveness. Editing product description does not only mean correcting typographical errors and grammar. Edit product description in a more readable, engaging, and persuasive way.
So hello guys, dini na po ta sa prototyping. So what is prototyping? A prototype is a working model of entrepreneurial ideas for a new product. Prototypes come in all shapes and sizes in almost all industries. Businesses may develop a prototype to be evaluated by a person or group who either represents the ideal customer or has expertise in that industry. So, unsa man na siya? Ang prototype kay mao ni siya ang sample or replica sa imuhang new product, or para mao ni siya ang murag i-test siya sa market kung okay lang ba, or kana para mahatagan og review or feedback sa mga customers bago na to siya i-mass production or bago na to siya i-introduce sa market or industry. Types of prototype. There are 5 types of prototype. Una siya ang functional prototypes, display prototypes, miniatures, throwaway prototype, and evolutionary. Muna siya prototypes based on what they represent. First one is functional prototypes. This type is designed to imitate the function of real product as close as possible, no matter how different it may look from the actual product. So, muna siya ang kanang nag-focus na siya sa function. Bahala ka na di siya parehas sa physical appearance nga inyong goal. Basta ka ang function kay kanang parehas jud sa inyong product nga i-produce or inyong goal nga product nga ibutang sa market. Second one is display prototype. This type is designed with more focus on the appearance rather than the functions. This prototype may or may not function but should represent the same look like the actual product. So, kaning display prototype, mo po ni siya ang kabaliktaran atong functional prototype. Kaya kani siya, kaya nag-base siya sa appearance. Bahalag ka ng dili kay as in sa function jud, basta sa appearance kay kana parehas jud kay sa inyong goal nga i-produce sa market. So, the third one is the miniatures. The miniature is a smaller version of the product that is focused on the functional and display aspect of the product. Kaning miniatures kay anang parehas jud kaayo sa physical appearance ug sa function pero smaller version lang siya. Okay? So the fourth one dali na pud ta. Prototypes based on how they are used. So, the fourth one is the throwaway prototype. This type will eventually be discarded or thrown away rather than becoming a part of an actual product. It only represents that what an actual product can do. Throwaway prototypes are also called close-ended prototypes. So, kani siya kay kanang ginalabay siya or kanang gina-discard tapos pagkahuman sa kanang sa paghuman og test niya sa mga customer og dili na siya kanang i-part sa actual product kanang kuan lang siya kanang ilabay na siya kanang i-discard na siya kay kuan lang man siya kanang tester lang man siya so dili siya kanang i-apply jud sa actual product. So the fifth one or the last one is the evolutionary. The evolutionary prototype involves building a basic but strong type can further improve the build to form an actual product. So let's proceed in the next slide. Steps in building the product's prototype. A prototype helps add value to a project as well as its credibility. Business need to innovate to be able to prove that the concept of the product works. So, mao ni siya ang steps para buhaton to ang prototype sa isa ka product. Number 1, create a concept sketch. The first step in turning the idea into reality is to create a sketch. Draw the idea to help visualize the prototype in greater detail. So, first, mag-drawing ta sa atong gusto nga product or sa ato ang gihunahuna na nga product para ma-visualize nato siya. So, number 2, develop a virtual prototype. Create a digital sketch of the idea. A standard digital design tool used by engineers, designer, and other professionals is the AutoCAD. It creates both 2D and 3D renderings. So, mao na ni siya ang virtual prototype kanang 2D and 3D. Diba kabalo naman jud taon sa na ang 2D katong through printing siya, makita na nato siya pag i-print. Tapos ang 3D katong makita nato sa mga digital devices na kung unsa siya. So number 3, build a physical prototype. Once the virtual prototype is done, it is now ready for the physical prototype. If the entrepreneur has the skill, they may make their own. If not, better to seek a professional prototype designer or engineer to build the prototype. So, modri na punta sa physical prototype. Kato na siyang magunita na nato siya o atoan na jud siyang makita na jud nato siya in real life na jud as in. So, wala ni siya kung pwede ang owner ang magbuhat ani or kung dili kabalo ang owner kay pwede ta sa mga professionals like engineers or mga designers. So 4, apply for a patent. Once the working prototype is ready, the entrepreneur is now ready to apply for a patent. A patent is a form that gives the owner the legal right to
to exclude others from manufacturing and to sell the product for a limited period of years. So mao ni siya ang owner hatagan na siya legal right nga iyahan na jud ang product unya nya sa iyahan na jud kung unsa iyang buhaton sa product kung magkuan ba siya mga manufacturers or suppliers na sa iyaha. Number 5. Locate a manufacturer. The entrepreneurs should find suppliers and manufacturers that can produce the product at a profitable price. So, pag human na nato kanang produce ang mga products, mangita na taog mga manufacturer or mga resellers or mga suppliers na pwede baligya ang ato ang product sa profitable price lang pud siya, dili pud kanang taas nga mahal na jud pud kaayo og taas na pud kay ang tubo kay wala pud mo palit ana, di ba? So thank you for listening, guys.